PAC play tips off tonight conference-wide, and hoping to make a splash this season is a Grove City team that is led by a talented and deep junior class. Part of that junior contingent is a pair of guards who give opponents fits with their sleek and slippery style. Christian Durbin and JT Schwartz are tiny guards from the North Hills of Pittsburgh who are known around Grove City, and more specifically by head coach Steve Lammy, as the Ninjas.
It's just something Coach came up with one day during practice. I know, I think it may have been Christian, got like a Charlie horse or something. He said, "You guys are too small to get hurt. You guys are ninjas," and it just kind of stuck. So, yeah, that's how we've been described.
They're so fast, and you can't press us really because you just give them the ball and let them do their thing. Just be faster and lower than everybody else. So, I mean, that's why we call them ninjas, because nobody can really touch them on the court. So,
one of our former players was playing with them in like an open gym situation, and he just briefly mentioned, yeah, those ninja guards, didn't even know their names. Those ninja guards are really quick. And so that label has just kind of stuck with those guys.
With a Harry Houdini-like ability to escape a trap, these so-called ninjas can seemingly vanish in the blink of an eye and suddenly reappear on the other end of the floor, often dishing off a pass to a wide-open teammate. Breaking the press is something Durbin in particular takes great pride in.
Yeah, just trying to penetrate and find the open man, I guess. In the press, I like when teams press. You can dribble through the press. I like doing that. I'd rather make a good pass than score myself. So
they're both like one-man press breakers, and oftentimes in the past we have set up a more elaborate five-man press breaker, but over the last couple years we've just put the ball in their hands, oftentimes just spread the floor and allowed them to go, and they're hard to guard in the full court, and so now it's just a matter of making decisions in the half court once they beat the press, and they've gotten better and better at that.
While they are ninjas now, in high school they were rivals, playing against each other twice a year in one of the toughest sections in the Pittsburgh area. Two of the most dynamic guards in Class Quad A, Schwartz was the floor general for the explosive Shaler Titans, and Durbin was a 1,000-point scorer for the Seneca Valley Raiders. In fact, Durbin's 1,000th point came in a game against Schwartz and the Titans on February 1st of 2011.
But one memory that's particularly stuck out is our senior year. It was Seneca Valley at Shaler, and Christian, I think, needed 2 more points to score his 1,000th point. So at the tip, I told him, I said, "I'm not letting you score it on me." And I actually didn't let him score it on me. He scored on someone that subbed in for me. So that was always like a funny memory.
Durbin became just the 4th player in Seneca Valley history to surpass 1,000 points, but it was Schwartz's Titans that won the Section 3 title en route to a 22-2 season. Playing against his pesky section foe was not necessarily Durbin's favorite task.
I don't know, it was a pain. He's a little gnat. He always runs around everywhere and hustles everywhere. It's funny, though, because we played on the same AAU team back in, I think it was like 7th, 8th, 9th grade, something like that. So we were friends then, and then after 9th grade, we switched teams. So then when we got to high school, I guess we weren't like best friends anymore because we had the section games against each other. I don't know, I wouldn't say we hated each other or anything, but it was definitely a rivalry, yeah.
The two may have tormented each other in high school, but at Grove City, they deal that same frustration to conference opponents and sometimes their own teammates in practice.
They're always the ones that are out hustling everybody. Always kind of getting under your skin a little bit, just because of how hard they play and how good they are on offense, and you can't really stop them, especially when we do like closeout drills, because they'll just get around you every time and embarrass you.
Despite making significant contributions on the court in high school, some openly doubted that these speedy guards would be able to hack it at the collegiate level because of their size. Durbin stands at 5'7" and Schwartz at 5'8". Their lack of height notwithstanding, the two have a quickness that few in the conference can match.
Their quickness, even though they're short, they're quick, and so that allows them to maybe make mistakes, but they can quickly rectify it only because they're quick enough to get into position where other players can't.
And for a notorious hard worker like Schwartz, that criticism only strengthens his desire.
I just try to work on every part of my game, at least every day. One thing that was a big motivator for me was people telling me that I was a little bit too small, to play college basketball. So I definitely used that to like help me work harder as motivation.
Whether it was playing AAU ball for the Pittsburgh Elite as youths or battling it out as rivals in high school, Christian Durbin and JT Schwartz agree that having joined forces at Grove City has been a much more pleasurable experience.
It was always fun. I know there was always like a lot of hype in the communities about our games just because they knew that we knew each other and we were two pretty good guards that had similar games. So it was always a good time.
Schwartz, Durbin, and many of the juniors on this year's Grove City team have seen significant playing time since their freshman year. With a wealth of experience and skill, this junior class is hoping to be part of a resurgence that leads the Wolverines back to the top of the President's Athletic Conference.
I think we have a good shot at winning the pack. A lot of experience, as you mentioned, with the junior class. We've been playing since our freshman year, so a lot of things are coming together. But it's early in the season, so we just got to keep working hard and get that first pack win.
You know, I feel like we just play as a team. We play like we know how we can. I feel like we could win it this year just because of our experience and our skill. You know, we love each other so much. We play like that on the court. So I feel like we got a great shot this year.